Hi you guys, my name is RetroVirtuoso and I'm going to show you my game collection. Starting here, as you can see I do have a small TV in which I have a couple of consoles plugged up to. I have a Genesis, I have an NES, and I have my Xbox. Xbox, I know, real retro. Now this wouldn't have been my normal TV to shoot on, or to play on. That would. But I'm not even joking you. Today, before I made this video, this is what happened. Before, it would turn on just fine. But now, every time I turn it on, this is what happens. It gives me this single line across the screen, which is making me believe that the tube is broken in it, which really sucks, because there's no one in Tallahassee that does repairs. So, I basically lost... it really sucks, because I really like this TV. I lost a 1973 TV today. RIP RCA XL100. You served me well. Anyway, let's check out the systems. I have them all plugged into this. I have this tiny TV until until I get a new TV. I want another one like that. And on top, the Ultimate History of Video Games. Check it out. I got two Genesis controllers, my Genesis hooked up. Got my NES here, classic toaster. I'm looking for a top loader. If anyone on YouTube has a top loader and wants to trade, I would not be opposed to that. Although, if you have an extra top loader and you just want to give it to me, I mean, I can't refuse an offer. And of course, I've got only one controller. I haven't had the time to buy another controller, nor the money. But yeah, I plan on reviewing some Nintendo and Genesis games, and possibly some Xbox games. I need to get a new AV hookup for that. Starting with my first sets of video games, we'll start with my Game Boy games. Oops, that's a computer game. Currently, right now, I don't know where the fourth... There it is. I have 4 games in here, although I don't know where my other games are. I have like a full library. I have a Game Boy Color, a Game Boy Pocket, and a regular Game Boy. I have another Game Boy too. This is my personal Game Boy. Has my name on it. It's in practically perfect condition, and it has a rechargeable battery, and we got the chargers with it. So when it comes to games, I'm sorry. We have right now the only 4 that I have here until I can find my other ones: Super Mario Land, Pokemon Red, Pokemon Yellow, and Caesar's Palace. I'm a gambler, I love Mario, and I'm a Pokemon fan. Next, moving down to here, we have my Xbox games in pseudo-alphabetical order. I'm sorry, I'm a giant alphabetical order type guy. Championship Bowling, Dance Dance Revolution. This has got to be my favorite game for the Xbox of all time. It is a RPG. It's Fable Lost Chapters. If you have never played this game, I highly suggest you go out, buy an Xbox, buy in this game, because it's just amazing. Back in the right place. The other game for Xbox that I highly suggest, Jet Set Radio Future. Great game, has a special style of animation. Couldn't tell you what type of animation it is. But it's a really cool animation style. And I highly suggest that you get it. Here's another game, Stubbs the Zombie. Highly suggest it. Great game. But those are my Xbox games. Here's one of my favorite cabinets down here. This is my Atari drawer. I have an Atari Flashback somewhere. But right now I have an Atari 2600 that does not work, and I'm currently looking for a working model. Again, if you need one for parts and you have an extra one laying around, let me know. I will certainly take it. The 2600 with the joystick and a power adapter, although the power adapter does not go to the 2600, you can't find the original. That's a 7800 inspired Atari Flashback controller. But yeah, there's that, and that's my Atari drawer. Next, we're going to take a look. What's going over here? To this drawer, or these drawers. These contain the rest of my game collection. Right now, I'm going to start seriously collecting. Like right now, starting now, I'm going to seriously start collecting. I do have a fair collection. Let's see. As you can see, there is nothing behind there. That's just empty. Except for over there. Gossy Tennis, Aladdin, Barkley, Get Shut Up and Jam, Battletoads, which actually goes for a pretty penny online. Beavis and Butthead, Bill Walsh, College Football, Bob. Yes, that Bob. Coach K, College Football, Contra Hardcore, also goes for a pretty penny. David Robinson, Supreme Court, Echo. That's a very common game. Such an awesome game. Not really. FIFA Soccer 95, Jungle Book, Jurassic Park, Lion King, Madden 94. I've heard Madden 93 can go for as high as $124 with the manual. Mortal Kombat 3, NBA Jam. I've got some loose Atari games in here. Back there I have Sonic Spinball. Then I've got what is it, Vector Man down there. This is the sequel to Shinobi on the Sega Master System. It's Shadow Dancer: The Secret of Shinobi. Really fun game. I like that one. And then of course Toy Story, because this was owned by a guy who had this since his childhood. So, all right, and now my favorite drawer of all of them. Mainly, it has the games that I really enjoy playing. And my NES games, because I freaking love NES, but I haven't had the money to buy any more. Back here, I don't know if you can see this, I have my Atari games back here. All my Atari games. Adventure, Boxing, 2 copies of Combat, Defender, Dodge'em, 2 copies of Donkey Kong, E.T., Grand Prix, 2 copies of Missile Command, Monopoly, Miss Pac-Man, 3 copies of Pac-Man, Pole Position, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Slot Racers, 2 copies of my favorite game of all time, Space Invaders, Star Raiders, Sword Quest, Fire World, Venture, and Yar's Revenge. Those are all of my Atari games. Just keep on going with the Sega Genesis games. NBA Jam, yes, a second copy. Yes, first copy. NHL 94, RBI Baseball 4, boxed Sonic 1 and 2, which is rare, I've heard. Football game 93, Street Fighter 2, and this is the thing that this has to be the rarest trilogy of games in my entire collection. Streets of Rage 1, 2, and 3. Streets of Rage 3 I've heard goes for like $70. And here's the thing about this copy of Streets of Rage. Not only does it have the case and the cover art and it still has a little hanger. Not only does it have that, it has cartridge in mint condition. It looks great, but I also have the manual. And I've seen copies of this go up to about $100. Just Streets of Rage 3. And to tell you the truth, it's not that great a game. It's alright, but I prefer the original Streets of Rage. Simply because I like the setup better. What's that? Oof. The thing about using small drawers is it's hard to get stuff back in. Alright, X-Men for Genesis and World Series Baseball. I've got like 3 other loose games. I've got Bill Walsh College Football 95, Greatest Heavyweights, and Clue. And I have one from a system that I am getting soon. It's called Space Battle, and it's for, if you can guess what it is, I'll give you 10 seconds. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, screw that. It's actually for Intellivision. Go figure. Okay. NES games. I've got Hogan's Alley. I've got Punch-Out, Castlevania. Favorite NES game of all time, I believe. Or it has to be Castlevania 3, obviously. Golf, Mario Bros, Duck Hunt, and World Class Track Meet, Mario Bros and Duck Hunt, and Back to the Future. with the most annoying title music of all time. And that's the music, honestly. But yeah, that is my game collection. That is my total game collection of all time. If you have any suggestions for game reviews, I am totally for those. That's not a game, obviously, that's a band. If you have any suggestion for game reviews or game systems that I might want to check out, or if you have an obscure game title that I may want to check out, I can, find an emulator or something, or if I can find the cartridge for super cheap, I'll buy it. Let me know in the comments below. Click the subscribe button up below, and this is RetroVirtuoso, signing off.